Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to spending quality time with your girl, Eposi Ziton. This is the fashion show. Well, today we're going to be talking about having wonderful time with our girlfriends and enjoying each other's company. Now let's get started. Well, it's summertime. It's time for the adults to run out and play. So we'll start thinking of our friends. We'll start thinking of having great company and enjoying each other. I made a segment that I talked about champagne and soya party. And I also talked about things like having a cake and ice cream party, or bringing our kids or our husbands and just enjoying each other's company. I tell you what, a couple of years ago, me and my girlfriends had formed a very nice group. This group were mostly friends of mine that are brought together so we can reconnect, we can understand where each other is in their lives at the time and just have a good old time. It was also an opportunity for my girlfriends to form relationship with my other girlfriends, because not all my friends are friends. So this was an opportunity for them to also know one another and form meaningful relationship. But because some of these friends are friends that we knew ourselves from different ways, some were my classmates, some were friends that our parents were friends, some we grew up in the same neighborhood, and some of them were just in-laws, people that I created very good relationship with because of them being married to my family or me being married to their family. So the mistake that we made in this group is that these friendships are friendships that were created very informally. But when we formed this group, we decided to make everything formal. We had bylaws, we had strict and hard rules that we had to conform to. It just threw everything because instead of us forming meaningful relationship, we instead destroyed our relationships. There were lots of fussing, lots of fighting, and just total miscommunication along the way. That instead of bringing us together, it instead helped to break us. So I figured from that experience that if you want to bring your girlfriends together so you guys can have meaningful relationships where you guys can create memories, you guys can love on each other, and you guys can understand where everybody is in their lives and how to even respect one another better, is for you to just have an informal relationship. Just have a relationship where you can call your girlfriends and say, you know what, can we just have brunch? Can we just have an evening to have a barbecue? Can we all just relax and have something like a champagne and soya night? Can we all just bring our kids together so they can reconnect? Please, relationships like that, don't make it like an organization. Don't make it as a meeting where you guys have to come and make hard and fast rules, where people have to conform to a particular style, a particular way. No, it don't have to be like that, because what I learned from that group was that because we knew each other informally and we all had formed very good friendships, and now we had to change it to a very formal and fixed way of life, it did affect our relationships. Those relationships, I hope we're going to be able to mend them down the road. But I tell you what, this particular organization breaks our friendships so bad that some of us don't even have relationships today. What I realized is that a lot of those kind of groups have been formed out there. Some of them are successful, but I'm talking about what I realized in my group and what I've realized in some of the groups that I've heard of, that didn't work out. It's just because sometimes you take people that met informally and try to make them to be in a formal relationship. A lot of times it's not going to work out. If we want to love on our girlfriends and keep our beautiful relationships, let's just have a good old time with them. Like I said, it's summertime. Let's just go out there and play with them. Let's decide to make informal, outings. Like decide to just go on a beach and just have a good old time. Those who want to come, fine. Those who are unable to come, there's nothing wrong with that. They might not be able to come to that particular event, and another event they might be able to come. Let's not make it in a way that if people don't come, they have to be sanctioned, they have to be looked down on, or they have to be treated with spite. It's not necessary. All we're doing in life is just to have a good old time. And the worst thing is to lose friends that you've had for a long time, friends that you've had memories, friends that you've created a very strong unity. And now, because you decided to bring an informal relationship into a formal relationship, you now lose these friends. I realized that this was a very bad idea. And that particular idea was an idea that has affected a lot of other friendships. So we should try to love on our friends and don't try to feel like it's always a one-size-fits-all or it's always a give and take. Relationships sometimes cannot always be 100%. 5 fingers are not the same, which means that even with our friendships, you don't expect that if you give your friend $50, they're going to give you $50 in return. I hope it can work out that way, but for the most part, no two people are the same. I will have to respect that. So let's just love on our friends. If you have the good heart or the mind to bring your friends together and just enjoy their company, go ahead and do that. Sometimes, like I said, a lot of these get-togethers don't have to be very expensive. It can just be a pizza night. Pizza doesn't cost nothing. You can buy 5 packets of pizza for maybe $30 and just call your girlfriends so you guys can just eat pizza and drink soda. But the main idea is just to reconnect and get these strong relationships where you guys can feel like you need one another just to have fun or just to lean on and just to feel comforted. So please, as girlfriends, I'm not saying that all the organizations that have been formed like that are not working, but I'm saying that for me, it did not work because those were my very close girlfriends that I figured we can form a group where it can be like a support system. But a support system doesn't have to always come with very hard and fast rules. It can still be people just informally getting together, and because of that relationships that they formed, they can still feel like they want to be there for one another in terms of happiness or in sadness. It don't always have to come with very strict rules and laws and conditions, because a lot of times it just throws off that whole friendship that was about love, about comfort, about being there for one another, to become some kind of a strict and organized way of life. It becomes some kind of, almost like you are in a job where you have to conform to a particular order or a particular style. For example, just you can still say, you know what, I want my girlfriends to just come in t-shirt and jeans so we can just fall on the grass and just have a good old time. It's okay, you can still tell them that. And if a girlfriend, because it's not an organization, they can decide, you know what, I didn't feel like wearing jeans, I wanted to wear my sundress. It's still okay because it's not an organization, it's people just coming to connect and have a good old time. So please, if we don't want to lose our friendships, let's not take informal relationships and turn them into formal relationships, because what I learned from that was that sometimes it just throws everybody away and it just makes people to not be able to be with one another and form the relationship or stay in the relationships that they had created. Okay, so it was all just sharing my personal observation or my personal opinion with the world, so those who have made similar mistakes in their friendships can realize why maybe these organizations did not work out, and they can turn it around and still reconnect their friends or bring their friends together in an informal way that might mend the relationships that they've already messed up and still maintain their love for one another. All right? It was nice spending quality time with you all, and bye for now.